currently on my third run of the holiday so far, trying to catch the nice view in the background. And basically, I've already done 2, but one was in the gym this morning. That was more interesting. And then the other was in a nice little park. I suppose I could have filmed that, but I was literally no clue where I was, but I just sort of know where I am right now, so I thought I'd film. It's quite nice actually. Still getting in the work, still skipping my runs. But yeah, enjoying the holiday. I've got to be careful not to run too fast on my easy runs because it's so hot, it's easy to get a high heart rate. On the first run I did, it was hot and hilly, and I'm not joking, my easy pace was 90 seconds slower. I had 6k tempo to do as well. After doing that, I still only averaged 4:58 per kilometre, so basically 5-minute kilometre pace, which is slower than my usual easy run pace. So that shows you how much easier you have to take it when in the heat, on hills, or both. I'm also having to dodge people right now. But yeah, catch up with you later. Just about to start the hill sprints for my first session on holiday. Not a bad view for it. I mean, I don't know if you can see, but that is, camera probably doesn't do it justice, but that is fairly steep. I have to say that's like I don't know, 25% gradient maybe. But yeah, pretty steep. Nice view though. I'm gonna take you for a rep of 10-second hill sprints up this hill. So, what do we actually do other than my training in Lisbon? Well, I went to a castle one day, that was very hot. Went to see the square, a museum, and looked around the streets, did a little bit of shopping as well, and then went to visit all the places that were apparently worth visiting as tourists. So yeah, just classic touristy stuff. Okay, so while I didn't film much in Lisbon, we are now in the car park on the way heading down to Lagos, which is the second place we're going to for the majority of the holiday. And here we've got a nice apartment, and with it is provided a pool, and then although you do have to pay for it, a gym as well, so I'll be able to do a lot of runs on the treadmill and stuff like that, but also I'll be doing some in the evening outside on the boardwalk along the beach as well. And there'll be much more sort of fun activities and a bit more to show, just because there's more to do. But in terms of my time in Lisbon, actually went pretty well and it was pretty good. So yeah, I'm looking forward even more to Lagos. So this is the gym setup we got going. 2 cross trainers, 2 treadmills, weights and stuff, pool behind, and a few more cardio bits of equipment. Obviously that's what I've mainly been using, but I've also been doing a bit of weights as well to keep up with my strength work. It's decent, it's got what you need, so able to get the work done. Alright, so I've just done a progression run on the treadmill in the gym, and now I'm just having a lovely little breakfast, and it's an acai bowl. I mean, look at that. Does that not look delicious? What it is, so acai is like a berry, and it's made into like a pulp, and she recommended to have a mix of acai swirled with frozen yogurt. So I got that because she recommended it, and I thought, well, I like yogurt, so I'll probably like frozen yogurt. And then you could get as many toppings as you wanted. So I went for strawberry and banana, and then yeah, a little swirl of peanut butter as well, granola, and then this like pacatsa. I don't know how to pronounce it, but it was like it's just like a Portuguese crunchy sweet thing that she said was really nice as well. So I thought I'd add that on top. Yeah, gonna tuck into this. Oh, and chia seeds, and I mean it's just my sort of thing really. So yeah, gonna enjoy this, and then it's off to the beach. Spiky hair. Just been in a very, very clear sea, and it is lovely, this beach. I mean, you just hear the crash of the waves. Walking along the beach with a nice view behind. It's 12 miles long. I literally heard that, and the first thing I thought was, that sounds like a good long run. So my dad and my sister are going to go on a jet ski, and then at some point me and my mum are going to do paddleboarding instead. You excited for the jet ski? I mean, it can't be too hard to drive because you can drive it at 16, so I could technically drive it.
You only do 5 miles an hour going out. Once you pass the stones, you can open it up. So
okay.
We won't be going fast out.
Okay. So I guess some clips of it, but obviously I'll be in the water, so I won't be that close to it. Oh yeah, they're going. So I think once they get past those yellow bollards things, the yellow buoys, they can go as fast as they want. On a lovely run right now in Lagos. Started to come sweating. I'm not yet, but I'm probably about to. I just wet my hair before I came out, hoping it would cool me off. But given that it's 28 degrees, that's not worked. However, as you can tell, I'm literally running by the beach on this sort of like boardwalk, I guess. But it's so long that you can just keep going, and the beach itself is 12 miles. I'm not sure the boardwalk is quite that long. I'm not running that far anyway. But yeah, just thought, instead of just running on the treadmill in the gym, why not actually get outside and just wait maybe, because it's 7:30 right now, and I mean I could have left it even later, but I thought, well, it only drops 2 degrees, so as long as the UV's low, I'm not going to get burnt, then, you know, I'll sweat just as much as if I'm in the gym anyway. But with a much nicer view behind me, so yeah, I mean, just look at that. Great. This run was all going so well. I just finished doing some strides at the end of my run, but then as I finished the second one, I got to a point on the boardwalk where I was like, this is past the turning that I take to head back towards my apartment. And I did think that this like out and back route I'd done wasn't quite adding up, and it turns out I'd ended up going almost 1.5 miles past where I was meant to turn. So now I've got to go back another 1.5 miles, and then it's like 1 mile on top of that back to the actual apartment. So that means that I've already done like 10k, and now it's going to be way more than that, which is really frustrating. Way longer than I want it to be, especially because obviously when it's warm you want to sort of rehydrate quite quick. I didn't bring any fluids with me, and if I'm blinking a lot it's because the sweat is in my eyes. So a bit of a problem. But you know what, things happen. There's worse things that could have gone wrong, to be fair. So aside from that though, oh, it's really nice now, and it's a bit cooler because of the temperature and the wind. And actually I wasn't too much slower, like 15 seconds slower than usual pace in the heat, which is sort of to be expected. But yeah, now I've just got an annoying 2 miles back to the apartment, more than I wanted it to be. No, it is not the same clip, but I do have another acai bowl. And I've gone for strawberry, this again, granola again, but this time shredded coconut, Nutella, because I just have to treat myself because I know it's not as good as peanut butter, but you know, still tastes really nice. And then I did go for banana, but I think she forgot it, but hey, still nice. Now, the stuff that we did in Lagos was even more fun. So we went on a boat trip to visit some caves one day, we went to a water park another day, and the main thing that we did, which was really cool, was dolphin watching, and we definitely saw some dolphins. During my last run slash session of the holiday, and because it's, you know, it's mid-morning, it's getting quite warm, I'm doing it with my top off. Only one I've actually done shirtless, to be fair, and I kind of look shiny because of the sun cream as well. But it's going to be 400s all on the boardwalk, get some sand sprints in. Yeah, it should be a nice workout, albeit probably also quite hard at the same time. But hey, last one of the holiday, and in fact it is the last day of the holiday because we fly back tomorrow, so got to make the most of it. 800's done, just did my first 400. Oh, this is so hard. It's like the toughest session ever, with this heat, like making me feel so slow and unfit, but I'm just saying it's due to the heat. Like 75 for 400, it's terrible. I was aiming for like 72, and that was supposed to feel like moderate to hard, where this is 75 and it felt very hard. Like, nothing you can do really, just gotta adapt and sort of not absolutely kill myself. Just finished my session and oh, it was so tough. Just some of the reps were into the wind if they were an odd number, and the heat, and you know, being on the boardwalk is not exactly track surface, but also just, I think in general didn't feel great. But I have actually been doing a lot this holiday, you know, running but also walking. I think it's just, I shouldn't have expected to hit the exact paces I wanted, but I wanted to do the 800s at 3k pace, so 236, and the first one was 238, and then, but it wasn't the wind, 234, so I was happy with that. Annoyingly, I couldn't film the sprints in the sand because I just didn't have anyone to film it, and there's no sort of thing to put it on my phone on to film, so I couldn't really do anything about that, unfortunately. But you know, the sprints were certainly the easiest part of the session, but realistically, looking back at the paces, they weren't terrible. I still averaged 237 instead of 236 for the 800s, and you're probably now thinking, well, that's 1 second slower, so why do you care so much? And it's because it felt way harder than I wanted it to. But I've got to think, I've actually done my usual, if not slightly higher mileage than normal, plus more steps, plus the heat and everything like that just makes it very, why is it so noisy right now? It just makes it very hard. And then the 400s, they were slower than I wanted it to be, but technically they were still actually like just about mile pace, so it's not that bad. And I was doing potentially slightly short rest than usual, like 90 seconds to 2 minutes ish, and I was sweating so much. Like this entire walk back, I had nothing, I was sweating and my eyes were actually like watering. I've had to put my glasses up because they just were getting covered in sweat, and I was thinking, right, I need to wipe my eyes because they're just getting sweaty. But all of me is sweaty. So I was like, well, I can't wipe them on their thing because it's just adding more sweat. I had to use my hat that attached and literally wipe my eyes and face with my hat. So yeah, definitely got to hydrate. I'm thinking I'm just gonna have loads of water because it's both a way to refuel and rehydrate at the same time. So gonna do that. But yeah, the rest of the day is just gonna be chilling out at the pool, then packing to make sure we're ready for tomorrow, and then having a nice meal out to end the holiday. It is the day after we have got back from the holiday, and I just wanted to give a quick overview of it and the training that I managed to do. So in terms of training, well, I managed to do all the running that I usually would on holiday. In that regard, it was successful. Every workout and every run that I usually do, I managed to fit in. Maybe it was on a different day or something like that, but I still managed to keep up with everything. Gym sessions, only missed one. Core work, only missed one session. So overall, that's pretty good. And the reason I wanted to still do all my training while on holiday, well, I was still able to relax as well. Definitely got more sleep than usual, and wasn't, because I didn't have to do any schoolwork or anything like that. So actually, I was still very relaxed. But it's because I've got still a few big races coming up in the next couple of weeks. There'll be some of my next few videos. So I thought, why not keep training if I can? And yeah, I was able to do so, like I said. And I think it worked well for me. I know not everyone wants to train on holiday. I totally get that. In terms of the foods that I ate, definitely more flexible with my diet, I'd say. Tried things that I don't always have or don't have very often. More things like pastel de nata, which are these lovely Portuguese custard tarts. And actually it was still easy to eat fairly healthy there as well. So I enjoyed that. And in terms of, intake, I was hoping that I wouldn't lose any weight on holiday, because I thought, well, usual mileage plus extra steps plus the heat could be hard. But actually, I think potentially I have gained a little bit of weight now post holiday, which is actually a good sign and good for me, because that's what I want to be doing at the moment. So actually I was very happy with that as well. So all in all, very happy with the holiday, enjoyed it, still doing my training. For me, what more could you ask? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you guys in the next one.